Hey guys, it's Amanda, and if you're not using FlashPricer as your Walmart repricer, then you're definitely leaving sales and money on the table. I have been using FlashPricer for the past 3 months, and it has shown a huge increase in my sales and profit. FlashPricer currently has a 14-day free trial, so you have nothing to lose just by signing up, because you will see a difference so quickly. And that's what I absolutely love about FlashPricer is I have built a strategy over the past 3 months that is proven to work and has continuously increased my sales and my profits. So check out the link below for that free 14-day trial. Go and pause your current repricer, and you will be shocked how well you like FlashPricer. So let's just go ahead and jump into my exact strategies. All right, so once you get logged into FlashPricer, you'll see on this dashboard this beautiful chart right here. This chart is your sales on Amazon and on Walmart, and that's exactly why I love FlashPricer, is I can see both platforms in one glance. Wow. And as you can see over here, I do have it blurred, but it tells me my revenue, my margin, units sold, and the profit, ROI, and total inventory value. This is such good to know right at a glance, so I know what's going on in my businesses on both sides. And then down below is all of my listings. I can filter by inventory age. You can also filter it by if you're at your max or minimum price. You can also do basically if you're in stock, out of stock. I like filtering by missing cost, because if I don't have my cost of goods listed, then I probably haven't put anything in to reprice that. So I like doing that one. And I also like being able to filter by the channel, by either Walmart or Amazon. I do different strategies for both. So I like being able to work all Amazon and then switch over to all Walmart. It just works the best for me, and I enjoy doing it that way. You can also filter by strategies, but I just have 2 strategies. Let's go ahead and dive into the strategies that I have for Walmart. All right, so now we'll go into the strategies, which is over on the right-hand side, second from the top. And as you can see, I have a Walmart and Amazon, and I do have 2 for Amazon, but we'll just do the Walmart right here. I'm just kind of testing something on my Amazon side, so it's still in progress. If you want to create a new strategy, you will go right here. I will click that, and then you just name your buy box strategy. If you're doing different, like 40% ROI or buy net profit, if you want to name it, that's fine. And then click Walmart, and then you will continue with strategy. I'm just going to go to my Walmart strategies so you can see exactly what I have. So I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to just name it Walmart Buy Box. I have Walmart selected, and I'm a reseller and not a private label, so I'm going to continue with my strategy. I collect the custom because that's just one that is the option. I'm so excited for this AI to come through. I'm so excited for that. That'll be such a game changer. I want to compete with the buy box, and I like to ignore Walmart and specific sellers. I just don't think ignoring them is the route for me. If you have specific sellers that you want to ignore, then you can definitely do that, but I don't like to ignore Walmart as a competitor. All right, for the repricing rules, I like the main strategy being to match the buy box, which is this right here. And when Walmart is a competitor, I like to subtract $1 just to kind of see if I can get under them and sell my items quickly. And then when WFS is on the listing, I also like to subtract 5 cents to hopefully get under them as well and make quicker and faster sales. This typically does not affect my margins at all, so this is a good strategy that I've kind of tweaked over the past couple months, and this one has seemed to really work the best for me. And when the buy box is suppressed, I like to have the lowest price plus 5 cents, and if there is no competition, I do not reprice. And when I have acquired the buy box, I do not reprice. I want to just keep where it's at and hopefully just continue to get the sales. Hey, would you like a free roadmap that tells you how to get started, what to look for when sourcing, and how to create a shipment all the way to getting paid and making this Walmart a full-time business? So please check out my freebie down below, and back to the video. One of my favorite features of FlashPricer is this yo-yo price lift. I have it set to every 360 minutes. It will be set to the max price for 15 minutes. Every 360 minutes, it'll go straight up to my max, stay there in the hopes that the other competition will come and match me, and then I'll go back down to my minimum price and then hopefully get sales that way. This is so strategic. I absolutely love it. I think this has been a main contender on why I've been winning the buy box and been having a great amount of sales. I'm going to say this next feature has been the reason why I have been able to obtain the price competitive score and get my pro seller badge, and that is when your item is out of stock. When my item is out of stock, I like to subtract $3. I might go bigger on this. I might do $5 or $8, and that is because I don't plan on replenishing that item for the most part, and I don't plan on retiring it or deleting it. So by lowering this price, I become competitive, and when I become competitive, that goes towards my pro seller badge. I think this is the main reason why I have a pro seller badge currently, is because I am marking all of my out of stock items super low, so I'm competitive. This would not be a good strategy if you replenish this item frequently, or if you plan on getting a return and it goes back into your system, and then you could sell it at a really low price and lose more money. So it's something to watch. But if you don't plan on replenishing items and you kind of watch your returns, this is definitely the strategy to do if you want that competitive price. So I'm going to continue on and setting our min and max prices. All right, there's so many ways that you can set your minimum and maximum. You can do it manually. You can set each one, look into each one, which is typically what I do. I like going in, making sure I know the competition, I know the listing, and I want to set my own strategies. Or you can calculate by return on investment. You can have multiple strategies based off of like minimum 20% ROI, and then have another strategy where it's like at 40% ROI, and it can be based off of inventory age and everything like that. So you can do multiple strategies, which is what I plan on doing for Amazon, but for my Walmart right now, I'm just doing the min and max price sets. Or you can calculate by the profit margin, or you can calculate by a fixed price, and it'll kind of tell you minimum of $20 profit or maximum, and same for your fixed profit. You can also select, if you have map pricing, you can select that as well, and you will obviously provide that as well. This is such a good option for people who have map pricing. And then I'll go ahead and review and say my strategy. So this is just kind of an overview of all of the things that we have set priced. I need to go back and change that. That is not what I wanted to do. I want to manually set my prices. So it is good to review everything that you have submitted, and then you will go ahead and update strategy. And that is how you easily set up your strategy. That is what works for me. That is what I have known to work the best. And it is so easy. There's not a million options. If you want plan A, then you need number 1, 2, and 3. And those 1, 2, and 3 have 3 other options. This is very simple, easy, and it works. And that's all that I can ask for on a repricer. I hope you liked that and really got a good sense of how to set up your own systems and your own strategy when it comes to repricing on FlashPricer. Now go ahead and check out the link below and get that 14-day free trial. And if you could please do all the YouTube things, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment down. Are you going to sign up for your 14-day trial, or who are you currently using and why do you like them or dislike them? And please let me know if any of this strategy has helped you, and I will see you in the next one.